Welcome to the 15th Anniversary Center Presents season at Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts. We're launching the 2025-26 season with more than 60 events on the calendar, and we'll be adding more throughout the year. Let's begin with the BHI Senior Living Songbook Series, which kicks off July 19th with the annual Songbook Academy in Concert, featuring talented young singers from across the nation. On October 17th, Matthew Morrison will make his Allied Solutions Center debut with a program titled Rhythms and Revelations. Best known for his standout role as Will Schuester on Glee, Morrison blends his vocal talents with a strong acting presence, bringing depth and charm to his performances. And on March 13th, we're proud to present Broadway star Joshua Henry, best known for his Tony-nominated leading roles in Carousel, The Scottsboro Boys, and Violet. His program, Get Up, Stand Up, promises a soulful evening of classic songs. Also in the BHI Senior Living Songbook Series, CeCe Tennille's Divas of Soul on January 31st. Great American Crooners, a Jazz at Lincoln Center Presents production on February 25th. Mandy Patinkin in concert, Being Alive on April 9th. And an evening with our very own artistic director, Michael Feinstein, on April 17th. Next, the Drury Simmons Vornum Jazz Series. October 4th will bring an amazing evening with two of the biggest names in smooth jazz, trumpeter Rick Braun and saxophonist Mindy Hebert. In addition to being stars on their own, the two frequently collaborate on stage and in the studio. On November 14th, we're pleased to present one of today's hottest young jazz singers, Samara Joy, whose list of Grammy wins already includes Best New Artist, Best Jazz Performance, and 2 awards for Best Jazz Vocal Album. Also in the Drury Simmons Vornum Jazz Series, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass and Other Delights on August 7th. 480 East on September 12th. Brandon Woody's Upendo on November 9th. Chris Bodie on March 6th. And the Branford Marsalis Quartet on March 20th. The Katz, Zapper & Miller Pop Rock Series. On August 10th, we present one of the greatest voices in classic rock, Burton Cummings of the Guess Who, with hits like American Woman, These Eyes, and No Time. And on November 7th, it's a trip back to the 90s with Lisa Loeb and Joan Osborne, teaming up to celebrate the 30th anniversaries of the breakthrough albums that brought us hits like Loeb's Stay and Osborne's One of Us. Also in the Katz, Zapper & Miller Pop Rock Series, Fitz and the Tantrums on August 6th. Roger McGuinn of the Byrds on September 13th. Brian McKnight on September 26th. Tommy Emmanuel on October 18th. Squirrel Nut Zippers on October 24th. Jesse Cook on October 26th. The Voice of Whitney, a symphonic celebration on November 8th. Wish You Were Here, the sight and sound of Pink Floyd on November 22nd. Jerome Collins on March 7th. Gregorian, featuring the Songs of Enigma on March 14th. One Night in Memphis, the #1 tribute to Presley, Perkins, Lewis, and Cash on March 19th. Mandolin virtuoso Chris Thiele on April 10th. The Electric Light Orchestra Experience on May 2nd. And ukulele virtuoso Jake Shimabukuro on May 8th. Next, the Leo Brown Group Classical Series. On November 23rd, we welcome the French Baroque ensemble Les Arts Florissants on its first U.S. tour in over 20 years. French violinist Théotime Langlois de Swart will join them to celebrate the 300th anniversary of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, one of the most popular works in Western music. And on January 30th, it's the UK's most in-demand orchestra, the Royal Philharmonic, Its program of Nielsen, Tchaikovsky, and Sibelius will feature violin star Ray Chen as soloist. Also in the Leo Brown Group Classical Series, the Orpheus Chamber Orchestra with pianist Marc-André Hamlin on March 7th. Direct from Rome, the 3 Italian tenors on March 29th. And the return of Indiana's own violin virtuoso Joshua Bell on April 23rd. The Old Town Holiday Series. Our annual holiday traditions continue this year with Anderson native John McLaughlin and Friends Home for the Holidays on December 5th. And the Dave Koz and Friends Christmas Tour on December 12th. This will be our 3rd straight holiday performance by McLaughlin and the 12th for Koz. Also, in the Old Town Holiday Series, we will welcome back David Foster and Catherine McPhee on December 2nd. The Preservation Hall Jazz Band's Creole Christmas on December 8th. And Chris Isaac on December 13th. Next, the Telemon Passport Series. On October 10th, we present the Queen of Ranchera Music, Ada Cuevas, on her 50th anniversary U.S. tour. The Grammy-winning Mexican star and her world-renowned mariachi ensemble promise a soul-stirring journey through 5 decades of iconic hits. And on March 15th, we have Step Africa, official cultural ambassadors of Washington, D.C., with groundbreaking step choreography that blends traditional African dances with contemporary dance, song, storytelling, humor, and audience participation. Also in the Telemon Passport Series, Il Divo by Candlelight on October 9th. Tito Puente Jr. and his Latin Jazz Ensemble on November 8th. Mariachi Herencia de Mexico on February 20th. And the traditional Irish ensemble, Go Witcha, on March 8th. The Family Series. On October 2nd, join in an audience sing-along as the Canadian performance group Choir leads an interactive salute to the epic songs of Freddie Mercury and Queen. And on November 1st and 2nd, Bugs Bunny at the Symphony celebrates the beloved cartoon character's 85th anniversary with projections of classic Looney Tunes animated shorts backed by full orchestra. Also in this season's Family Series, The Peking Acrobats on February 26th. The astonishing lifelike puppetry of Dinosaur World Live on March 1st. And illusionist Rick Thomas on April 4th. The Printing Partners Encore Series. This season's series includes the historic Vienna Boys Choir on October 19th, comedian and YouTube sensation Heather Land on November 1st. And on November 21st, it's the Pavarotti of Soul Singers, Peebo Bryson, whose hits include Oscar-winning Disney film classics A Whole New World and Beauty and the Beast. Look for more to come in the Printing Partners Encore series. And finally, we have several special events this season, including on September 20th, it's the annual gala to support our mission, the Center Celebration 2025 presented by Ice Miller, featuring a headline performance by Richard Marx. Once again, this year the gala is sold out thanks to our many community supporters. And on Valentine's Day, February 14th, don't miss Mr. Las Vegas, the one and only Wayne Newton, making his first ever appearance at Allied Solutions Center. Other special events include an evening of comedy with legendary late-night host Jay Leno on September 27th. Our annual free military band concert with the U.S. Navy's Commodore's Jazz Ensemble on October 23rd. And a special screening of the classic holiday musical White Christmas on December 4th, hosted by our friends at the Great American Songbook Foundation. We hope you'll agree there's something for everyone in the 25-26 Center Presents season sponsored by Allied Solutions. Please join us in this year-long celebration of our 15th anniversary, and stay tuned for additional shows as they are announced throughout the season. And once again, Allied Solutions Center thanks all of the community partners, sponsors, donors, subscribers, and patrons like you who make our work possible.